Hello everyone. My name is Emily Carter. I'm 25 years old, and I come from Austin, Texas. I'm standing here today not because I want to be famous, not because I think I'm the best singer, but because I'm carrying something in my heart that's too heavy to hold alone anymore, and I hope that tonight, through my voice, I can let a piece of it go. 2 years ago, my entire life changed in the space of a single heartbeat. The heartbeat of my son, Noah James, the only person who ever made me feel like I was enough just by being his mother. Noah was born premature, 5 weeks early, and he spent his first days in the NICU with tubes and wires wrapped around his tiny body. But he was strong. Oh God, he was so strong. He had these deep blue eyes, and a little half smile that could make you believe in heaven, even when you were standing in hell. I was scared. I was young. But when he looked at me, none of that mattered. I was his, and he was mine. For 4 months, I lived in a rhythm that was not my own. Every breath I took was for him. Every prayer, every sleepless night, every bottle warmed, and every tear kissed off his cheek. And then one night, it was like time stopped. I had just fed him. He had fallen asleep on my chest, like he always did, chest to chest, heartbeat to heartbeat. And I remember humming something soft, something wordless, just to keep him calm. And then, suddenly, I couldn't feel him breathing. I froze. I waited for him to move, to stir, to twitch his little fingers. He didn't. I screamed. The doctors came. Machines screamed with me. But there was nothing they could do. Just like that, my baby, my little lion, was gone. They told me it was his heart, something undetected. Something rare. But none of the explanations made sense. Because how can someone who felt like your entire future just vanish into the past? I went numb after that. I stopped singing. I stopped eating. I stopped looking people in the eye. I couldn't walk into his room without falling to the floor. I couldn't smell baby lotion without breaking down in grocery store aisles. People told me time would heal. They lied. Time doesn't heal a mother's grief. It just teaches her how to hide it better. For almost a year, I lived like a shadow. Until one night, I found my old guitar in the back of my closet. I hadn't touched it since high school. But something in me, maybe desperation, maybe Noah made me pick it up. The strings were rusted, out of tune, but I didn't care. I started playing whatever my fingers could find. It wasn't a song. It was a memory, a whisper, a heartbeat, and then, slowly, words came. I started writing down the things I wanted to tell him, the lullabies I never got to finish, the stories I never got to read, and that turned into a song. I've been singing it in private for months now, but tonight, I want to sing it out loud for the first time on this stage, not because I'm healed, but because I'm healing. And I think that sometimes, music reaches places inside us that even love can't touch, until it's wrapped in melody. I want this song to be for every parent who's ever had to say goodbye before they were ready, for every mother who's woken up reaching for a baby that wasn't there, and for anyone who's carrying grief like a second skin. I sing this tonight, not just for my son, but with him, because I believe he's still with me, not in the way I want, not in the way I need, but in every note, every breath, every tremble in my voice. His name was Noah. He was 4 months old. He was my heart. And this is his song.
I walk into your empty room. Your shadows hold your baby shoes. The light still hits that corner wall where you once smiled and learned to crawl. They said that time would make it fade, but every breath still says your name. I try to run, I try to hide, but your memory beats just like the tide. Every street, every song feels like you're still holding on. I still hear you in the silence, I still feel you in the storm. Though you're gone, your voice is louder than it's ever been. changed my everyday. Now I scream into the sky, but you're just a breath away. I still hear you. I still hear you. The world keeps spinning cruel and cold. They say I'm young, I'll still grow old. But how do I move past the start when you're the rhythm of my heart? I wear your name like sacred fire, burning deep through all my words. I light a candle every night, still waiting for a tiny sign. A flicker, a whisper, a lullaby in the air, thinner. I still hear you in the silence, I still feel you in the storm. Though you're gone, your voice is louder than it's ever been before. You were just 4 months of heaven, but you changed my everyday. Now I scream into the sky, but you're just a breath away. I still hear you. I still hear you. So let go, move on. But how can I love is strong? You're in the spaces in between. You're the pause in every dream. I still hear you in the silence, I still feel you in the storm. Though the cradle's cold and quiet, you still keep my spirit warm. You were just a fleeting moment, but your light will never die. I'll keep singing every night till I meet you in the sky.